Good morning. Today we are doing our last unit of our test, the last objective of our unit, which means we will be testing next week. Practice test Tuesday. Real test will be on Wednesday. Let's look at this last objective. I can determine whether polygons are congruent, similar, or neither. What does it mean if they are congruent? Okay, the same. We know angles that are congruent are the same, sides that are congruent are the same. So congruent polygons are the same measurements. I have to flip to my right page. So polygons, I'm going to write this a little bit different. Polygons that are the same size and same size and shape. So I'm going to put it as same shape, same size. Same shape, same size. All sides and angles are congruent. So congruent polygons are same shape, same size. They're identical. Same shape, same size. So an example would be, this is A, B, C, D. And this is W, X, Y, Z. I know that segment AB is congruent to segment WX. They are identical. So AB equals WX, BC equals XY, CD equals YZ. Might have been. AD equals ZW. So they are all congruent. Every side is corresponding with the congruent side. Same numbers. Okay. How are we feeling about that? Good. Congruent, they match up identically. They are congruent. Maddie. Does it matter? When we talked about those line segments a few objectives ago, said it doesn't matter which way we go, it's still calling the side the same side. Okay, so that's a good question. I actually did that on purpose to see if anybody would catch that. It doesn't matter the order that you put it. If you flip them back and forth, it's still the same side it's referring to. All right, I'm going to scroll up. Similar polygons. Similar polygons are the polygons that are same shape, different size. Angles are congruent. Sides are proportional. That is key. Sides need to all be proportional. Do the corresponding sides of polygons make equivalent fractions? If so, the polygons are similar. So we could have, let me draw this triangle better. So we have triangle A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Shh. If I say this is 8, this is 14, and this is 18, this would be 7, 4, 7, and 9. So if I match up my side AB to my side XY, that would be AB over XY. So that would be 8 over 4. That equals 2. That right there doesn't tell me that they are similar. I have to look at my next corresponding sides. I look at BC over YZ. So that would be 14 over 7. Ooh, that equals 2. I always have to check all sides. 2 sides can be congruent, and that third or fourth side might not be. You always have to check every single side. So I'm going to check my AC over my XZ, which is 18 over 9. It is congruent. I divide it down to being the exact same number. So you can never just say for a quadrilateral, all 3 of the sides are the same, they're all the same. Nope, it could be a different size. So you have to check every single corresponding side to see if they divide down to the same number or decimal. Does that make sense? Do you have a question, Lucas?
Instead of just doing that, like where you have to write it all out, you just look at it and see, like on this I can just see that 8 over 4.
So Lucas is saying, hey, this was easy numbers. Are they all going to be easy numbers, Lucas? No. So what do you think I'm going to, how am I going to answer Lucas? Claire?
Even if it's easy, get in the habit so we don't make simple mistakes.
Yes. Get in the habit of showing your work so we don't make those simple mistakes. Okay, I know mental math will pop up on some of these, but a lot of them they won't. So get in the habit of the steps you have to do so it comes naturally. Let's look at, there is more to this. So let's listen. Determine whether the polygons are congruent, similar, or neither. Wait, we didn't write out what neither meant. How do I know if it's neither, Blakely?
If none of them are like the same.
Yeah, if it's not same shape, same size, you know it's not congruent. That's simple. You can rule that out. Then you have to look and say, is it similar? If it's not similar, it's going to be neither. Okay? So it's either going to be congruent, similar, or neither. So if it's not similar, we know that here we have 2 sets. Here, if I set up my corresponding sides, so Lucas, I always want us to set up our corresponding sides. Then we look, we can do that mental math to say, yep, they are all 3s, so this is similar. I knew it wasn't congruent because they weren't the exact same numbers. I look over here, I set up to my corresponding sides. Does 6 match up with 22? No, I have to flip this shape up. So I have to say, oh, the 6 matches up with the 6. The 19 matches up with the 19. 22 matches up with our 22. Oops, 22. They're all 1s. So this, oh, they're all 1s. Hold on. Is that similar?
No.
What is it? Congruent.
So I guess it wasn't neither.
It's not a neither. It is congruent. The neither means either congruent or similar. If it's neither one of those, you put neither. Okay. So this one, all our numbers were actually identical. They all were 1, so I know it is congruent. Let's look at our second page. Oh, pay careful attention to directions. this has bit some of us in the past. Draw and label each pair of figures. So make your figures as accurate as possible. So you're not just drawing something that looks congruent, you're proving it with your numbers. You're not just drawing two shapes that look similar, you're proving it with your numbers. Same thing with the neither. You draw two shapes, and you can prove that they are not congruent and not similar. Now, we come down to a little bit more tricky. These ones were pretty basic, right? We can find our corresponding sides. Now it says determine whether the polygons are congruent, similar, or neither. Don't trust your eyes. You don't just look at it and say, well, it looks to be the same. It looks to be same shape, different size. You actually have to do the math, matching up every single side, making sure that your sides are all proportional. Each side matchups divide down to the same number. And then we have our review. So truly, 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 do every single side. There will be some problems where there's one side that's not proportional. So that means it's a neither. And I always have people that miss it because the first three sides they do, it is proportional. And so they just assume that they are all proportional because the shapes look similar. You always have to prove it by doing the side matchups. Any questions on this? Okay, so again, Friday, today's Wednesday, we will correct these both, the objectives we covered today on Friday. We do have a lot of time left. Go slow and make sure you're doing it correctly. Friday, we will be doing retakes after we do our correcting. You will review on your own. Practice test on Tuesday when we come back. Real test on Wednesday. I will answer any questions when I'm back from the funeral, if there are any questions from the practice test. If you are watching this at home, I hope you are well. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.